Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and in this video I want to take a quick look at a blitz game played between Hikaru Nakamura and Jeffery Xiong at 2020 St. Louis Rapid and Blitz online tournament. This is a game played in round 27 and Nakamura opened up with e4. Xiong responded with e5, and in here the joke opening Bongcloud struck again and we see king e2. Usually chess players, especially Nakamura, are choosing this line when facing weaker opponents during online games, but this time Nakamura is playing this craziness against a very strong opponent at a serious tournament. Some consider this to be disrespectful, others say that this is just a little joke. Would like to know your opinion about this as well. Let's discuss in the comment section, but one thing is sure, that typical crazy moves which are violating the basic chess principles are driving a huge attention. Now let's see, did Xiong manage to punish his opponent for this craziness? Knight f6 by black, d3, d5. So we all know that when your opponent's king is stuck in the center of the board, you should try to open up the position as soon as possible in order to target it. But in the game we see that Xiong is not hurrying with opening up the position, and instead he is calmly developing his pieces and is preparing castling queenside. There we have it, castling queenside is on the board, although still, despite the fact that black didn't hurry with bringing into life those ideas mentioned above, still black is maintaining a huge advantage. Bishop b2 g6, this time black wants to solve the development of his kingside bishop, which is occupying a very aggressive attacking diagonal. Rook e8, bishop e2, knight h5, f5 is coming, b5, knight a5, c4, knight f4, bishop goes back on f1, and he takes c4. So finally the first exchange of pawns occurred, and there comes f5. Yes, black is dominating the position and white is in trouble. c5, f takes e4, inviting c6, but this line favors black after bishop takes c6. Yeah, black is enjoying a winning position, you know. There comes knight d3 check. Bishop takes d3, takes d3, and the white knight finds itself pinned. Also we have two targets, queen c4, bishop takes g2, rook g1, bishop b7. A passive approach by Xiong. At this point queen h3 is better, hitting both on h2, also queen h5 can follow, but in the game we see bishop b7, queen h4 and queen f5, a blunder. Black is losing the bishop on h6. A simple bishop g7 could allow black to maintain advantage. Instead we see queen f5 and the bishop on h6 dropped, and at this point we can say that white even managed to equalize the game. Of course materially white is leading, we can see that white is a rook up, but as this king is very vulnerable, that compensates the absence of black rook. King f1, queen h5, hitting on d1, f3, bishop c6, queen g5, queen h3 check, king f2, check, rook g2. Yes, white's position is solid. Queen d6, all the time black queen is looking for ways of harassing white king, and meanwhile white is consolidating the position. Rook f5, queen e7, of course white is eager to exchange the queens, and queen f4, which is a mistake. Yes, at this point it was better at least to play queen d4 check, and the problem with this move is that this is allowing white to win this wedge on d3, after which it's white who is gaining advantage. Rook d5, queen e3, queen h4, queen f2, queen a4, rook e3. Yeah, there is not much black can do. Queen goes back on a4, rook c3. And yeah, gradually white is making his position better, is neutralizing all possible threats. And there comes queen c1, queen e5, knight f1, security is above everything. Queen goes back on e6, rook c4, intensifying the pressure down the c file. Bishop b5, and the pawn on c7 also drops. a4, bishop e2, rook e3. Yeah, white's position is already totally winning. Rg5 check king f2, queen h3, and finally after king takes e2 we see a resignation. If rook g2 check, then simply king d1 and the game is over. The one who should worry is black king. And another very wild game by Hikaru Nakamura. This is like the modern way of giving odds, but Jeffery Xiong failed to use his chance. In the end, a simple chess puzzle for you where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and as usual we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Feel free to check out the playlist of Nakamura's games as well. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.